let's talk about awesome crochet patterns that were released this July. Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with y'all today. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about new and free patterns that I found that were released in the month of July. So this is very exciting. All right, we're going to talk about size inclusive garments. We're going to talk about accessories, and we're going to talk about patterns for the home. Now, as I mentioned, all of these patterns are free. So they're either free as a free download, and of course all the projects and patterns that I talk about today, I will link those in the description box below. But either they will be available as a free download or they'll be available on the designer's blog. All right, y'all, let's get started. So let's start with garments. The first garment we have is the Boxy Blooms Pullover, designed by Rachel Milsner of Evelyn and Peter Crochet. So this calls for DK weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 28 to 62 inches, and in centimeters, that is 71 to 157.5. So you will need a 4mm G hook, and as I always say, these hook sizes that I talk about are based on the designer's recommendation. But of course, your tension, your gauge is different. So you might have to go up a size or you might have to go down a crochet hook size. So that's totally up to you. Now, you will need to know a few skills. So you will need to know how to chain, double crochet, front post double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, puff stitch, mini puff stitch, and picot. I've never heard of a mini puff stitch before. Let me know if you have. That's definitely a new one for me. And I really like that collar detail. That's so cool. And I like that open lacy detail as well. I think that is beautiful. All right, let's jump to our next one. It is the Allyn Pullover, designed by Michelle Ferguson for Expression Fiber Arts. This one calls for a DK weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 34 to 66 inches, and in centimeters, that is 86 to 168. You will need a 5mm or an H hook, and some of the skills you will need to know include chain, back loop only, half double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, 2 together, and single crochet 2 together. So you will need some decreases in there. And basically, this is a simple men's pullover with a rib trim around the bottom, the top, and the sleeve. So that's nice. I wanted to include some patterns for the men as well because men like to wear crochet too. So I wanted to include that. And it's very important that I let you all know that this pattern is free for a limited time. This is how the patterns for Expression Fiber Arts work for like a lot of the times. Now this pattern only came out like maybe a week or so ago, so it's still free, but you want to go ahead and jump on it as soon as possible because it won't be free forever. Let's move on to accessories. First up, we have the Square One Project Bag, and it is designed by Tony Lipsey of TL Yarn Crafts. This one calls for DK weight yarn, and it is available in one size. So I'm going to give you the dimensions for the size. It's 8 inches or 20 centimeters for that square base. It's 10 inches or 25 centimeters high. And it's 6 inches or 15 centimeters, including the handle. So the handle is 6 inches long. So, do with that what you will. You might want to adjust your bag or your handles. It's totally customizable. All right. So you will need a 4mm G hook. And the skills you will need to know include chain, back loop only, double crochet, magic ring, single crochet, and slip stitch. And I really like that linen stitch design. I think that the linen stitch is just such a beautiful crochet stitch, and it works for so many different things, whether it be garments, bags, things for the home, pillows. The linen stitch really works for that. Okay, let's go on to our next one. It is the Granny Square bag designed by Viv Crochets. So this one calls for worsted weight yarn, and it comes in one size, but here are the dimensions. 10.2 inches wide or 16.9 inches long. And in centimeters, that is 26 by 43, and that measurement does include the straps. Okay, it calls for a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, and you only need to know how to chain, double crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch. So you don't have to know a whole lot of stitches for this, but of course, if there are any stitches that I talk about today that you just don't know what they mean, what they stand for, look it up on YouTube. There's a tutorial for everything. And guess what, y'all? This bag is only made with 3 granny squares. That's so awesome. So I really, really like that. Okay, so let's move on to our next accessory. It is the beach bag with handles, and it is designed by Lady with Lashes. So this calls for sport weight yarn. And it comes in one size, which is 8 inches tall or 20 centimeters. And it calls for a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. And you only need to know how to chain, single crochet, double crochet, slip stitch. That's all you need to know for this one. And it is worked in the round from a base, and then it features a mesh body with 2 handles. So I really like that, and I think that not only will this bag make a great beach bag, but it would also make a great market bag. So I feel like it's something that you can use over and over again, depending on the season, depending on what you're doing. I think this bag would be fantastic. I wanted to tell you all about a tool that I was sent, and this tool is to help me crochet and knit better. I have 4 eyes. I have astigmatism, yes. So I was really excited when I was sent the Noevsbig magnifying lamp, and I hope that I'm saying that right. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. But yeah, that's how I say it. But anyway, so I wanted to share this with you all. It's been really, really helping me out with my knitting and crocheting. It is perfect for intricate detail work, such as crocheting, knitting, lace work, jewelry making, quilting, beadwork, diamond painting. Love that one. I want to get into diamond painting, embroidery, and lots of other crafts. It features a 360-degree long adjustable swing arm. That's awesome. I really think that's going to help me when I'm sewing as well. It has different dimmable light modes, and it has a non-glare magnification. I personally use it for weaving in yarn ends and working with dark color yarn. Especially when I'm working with black yarn, that magnification really comes in handy. Also, it's great for providing extra light for crafting at night, creating content, and reading patterns. See my description box below for the Amazon link. let's get back to it, y'all. Let's talk about patterns for the home. The first one we have is the Swiffer Mop cover. And it is designed by Wendy Surio. Y'all know me in names by now. Wendy Surio of Cotton Crochet Forever. And this one calls for worsted weight yarn. And it comes in one size. You will need a 5mm or H hook. And the skills you will need to know include chain, double crochet, back loop only. Easy peasy. And this cover would be so useful for my mop. I have one of those Swiffer mops, and I have hardwood floors in some areas, and I have laminate flooring in other areas. And I really like these crochet ones, especially, you know, like if they're made out of cotton, you use them, toss them in the washing machine, and you can use them over and over and over again. So I really like that. Yeah, I definitely want to make me like quite a few. And I like that it uses just a simple double crochet in the back loop only, because that creates ridges and that really helps to trap dirt when you're mopping. So I really, really like that. Okay, so up next we have the Frutillar. I practiced the name for this one. The Frutillar baby blanket that is designed by Jacqueline Luders of Love for Crochet. It calls for sport weight yarn, and it comes in one size. It comes in a 41 by 41 inch square, and in centimeters that is 104 by 104. So it calls for a really big crochet hook. It's a US 11 8mm. That's a really fun crochet hook to work with. And I really like the texture of this blanket. And like I said, I practiced the pronunciation of this word, Frutillar. It is a city in Chile. So that's fun. I think the designer is from Chile as well. I always wonder, like with Chile, do people say Chile or Chile? I've heard people say it in different ways. But anyway, it is a city in Chile. So I love when a pattern design has like a really cool backstory. I think that's really, really awesome. So let me know, what new patterns did you find in July? Did you find any? Share with the class. Let us know what's going on in the crochet world. It would definitely help all of us out, because I just can't keep up with all of it. So definitely let me know. Or since it is towards the end of July, maybe you've already seen some of these. Maybe you've already jumped ahead and made some. Definitely let us know. We would really appreciate it. And in terms of upcoming videos, I do knit and crochet. So I will be coming up with a knitting version of this video where I will be talking about fun, new knitting patterns that I found during the month of July. All right, y'all, let me know what you worked on, or did you just chill? Both sound wonderful to me. I actually have to turn the air conditioner off when I am filming these videos. So once I'm done filming, I'm going to turn the air conditioner back on and chill, because I'm pretty sure the heat index is triple digits. I'm sure of it. But definitely click the like button. And also, I did get a comment, I believe it was on my last video, where someone said that my videos were not showing up for them. So, to make sure that my videos are showing up for you, click that notification bell. And that way you'll be notified whenever I release a new video, and that way you won't miss any. So thank you all, or you know who you are. Thank you for letting me know about that. I really appreciate it, because, you know, I wouldn't know otherwise. Also, if you would like to become a member of this channel, you can click the join button below. And also, I have a goal of trying to reach 5,000 followers on Instagram. So if you're not already following me, go ahead and give me a follow, or share with your friends and family. I would really appreciate it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching my video and hanging out with me today. And until next time, bye.